This is a channeling of the Sassani entity known as Carlo, Saturday, October 26, 2019. Hello to you this day, dear Earthlings. I am very glad to be here, and I'm glad to greet you on this beautiful day of your time-space continuum. Oh, the message I have been asked to give is one on my particular bearings. My name is Carlo. I am a materials expert. I work with materials of all sorts, and I will offer you an instructional exercise in order to entertain different sides of your relationship with matter in this creation of your lifetime. And so what we are instructing you to do is to access a quiet space. It may not necessarily be a physically quiet space, but it has to be a mentally quiet space. Ideally, the two environments will coincide, and you will combine these two into a total experience. Realize that your external environment is always a manifestation of your own thoughts and insights. So, doing this exercise, it will be ideal to seek out some sort of shall we say, natural environment. And it would be good if you could observe at least one animal. It may just be an insect in its natural environment. So going about this, you behold an insect, and then you behold its texture. You look at its surface area. Then you study the different textures of its surface area. And then you try to describe the relationship of these different textures to the whole, and the whole's the necessity of the whole, or why the whole has to contain exactly these specifications, these textures, these functions, and how they all serve to work in a greater whole. Doing this, you can then meditate on this creature's relationship either to a grander whole, or its one of its parts relationship to another more minuscule idea. So take for instance, you're looking at a housefly. You're looking at it, the metallic rainbow colors of its finish over its back, and you are perhaps studying the fine, minute patterning of its wings, and the sort of very delicate matter that composes the wings of a housefly or any given insect. And doing this, you observe actually what had to bring about this state? How did it come to be? And you will find that there is some sort of patterning surrounding the fly that you are really observing, instead of what you may think you are observing in a classical strictly material sense of the word, where you are observing a sort of finite evolutionary biological product that wasn't here that wasn't here yesterday and won't be here tomorrow. What you are actually observing is a grand pattern within a pattern within a pattern within a pattern, and you can pick this pattern apart, or you can install this pattern and from it emerge into the whole. This is a very beneficial way of realizing what you may know as the spirituality of materials, realizing that materials are simply one sort of essence, and that this essence is in no way singular, but always connected to the whole. It is always shifting, it is always coming into being, it is always fading in and out of existence. And the reason we could recommend doing this with animals is because they have vibrations that are very equal to your own in sense of what you will call time. So their progression to the time space is similar to your own, and that's why you can observe them moving or behaving or playing out patterns or little stories, as you may think. Whereas it is hard for a human being, as you may know, to observe the lifeline of a tree or a forest play out, because these span way longer than your lifetimes, and they grow different. They go in different in a different tempo, so to speak. And this is why we recommend the relationship with animals, and studying the quality of what makes up your animals as creatures, as both as species but as individual beings, what make them unique and what add to the general makeup of this creature's constitution and its manifestation as it appears before you in this very instant. We ask you to. We do not ask you, but we offer this as a type of exercise you can do to better appreciate the wonder of incarnation, and to appreciate the joy of you being and staying and relating here in this situation that you have chosen to participate in and play out for your own benefit. So we would offer you to do this, and by this returning to also relating this to your own bodily sensations, realizing that your body is exactly it is no less a wonder in any way, shape or form, however you may feel about it. It is no less a wonder than any of these qualities that you can observe in the outside world. And this is what we offer to you, dear humans. My name is Carlo of the Sassani. It has been a pleasure interacting with you. We wish you all a joyous day and a happy creational experience as you go about your way. Peace and love.